I want to start this video by showing you just how portable this equipment is. So there's the E600 fitting easily in the trunk of a mid to small sized car. This is just a Kia Forte. All you need to do is throw it on the back seat to fit that carpet wand in, but all of your contents fit in the back. This is a great option for if you're just starting out, because you can write off the kilometers you use your vehicle for business against your net income. You don't have to buy a business vehicle. It'll only cost you a few $1,000s to get started in this way. You might want to throw some advertising on the side to add a touch of professionalism, but otherwise just keep your prices lower than the competition so that it's still good value for your customers. So before you start unloading your equipment, you'll want to walk up to the home and greet the customer. Hello. Usually they have one or two main reasons for why they've called you. So in that first meeting, you'll want to ask them what their areas of concern are and make sure you're addressing them before you start the cleaning. In this example, I've already talked to the customer, so I can go ahead on inside. She was saying that these dirt marks in the hallway are concerning her. It's a little bit dark. More of these dirt marks. There was an orange spot from a drink spilling. More drink spillage here along the baseboard. And I noticed there is spilt nail polish. So this is one of the stains that's actually quite difficult to remove because nail polish, of course, dyes fabric. So if you think of dyeing your hair, dyeing a shirt, even if you clean it out, it still might be discolored. So I've told her that this is a maybe. If it doesn't come out, that's just the way it is. It's permanent damage. So be sure you don't overpromise before you begin. And now I can start the process. So I've unloaded my equipment into the customer's home. It just took 3 short trips. And I have to begin by mixing my pre-spray. So the pre-spray says dilute 1 to 100. I'm probably gonna need about 5 liters, or that's what I'll wanna mix anyways. So 5 liters is 5,000 milliliters. So I'm going to need 50 milliliters of the pre-spray. I typically just carry around this measuring cup. So 50 will be just under half of this full. I'll mix this half full and I will add the water required here using the customer's sink. The products are non-toxic, so they typically don't mind if you use their sink, but it might be a good idea to prepare this before you leave your own house. And we're good to go. To refill the stain remover, you'll notice that the concentrated version says dilute 1 to 10. So I like to fill up the refillable bottle to about this red line, which is roughly 800 milliliters, and then add 80 milliliters of this after. Then I'll shake it up. So let's fill this guy up to that line. Good. Then I'll add 80 milliliters of the concentrate. So I only carry around a 120 milliliter cup. So I'll fill it about 2/3 to get 80 milliliters. Good. Then I'll insert this. And give it a little shake. Now it's ready to go. As a rule of thumb, I always go to the furthest point in the customer's house and work backwards. So I'll walk with the sprayer to that far bedroom. This is the furthest point. And I'll begin my pre-spray. Soak these dark spots a little bit extra. the lighting, it's hard to see it coming out, but there's lots coming out. This was an area of concern, so I'll get it good. This is where you want to agitate the pre-spray into the fibers using an Orec Orbiter or a hard whistled brush. Today I'm just going to use the brush. So as you can see, I've moved all my equipment in. I tend to store the extra stuff where there's no carpet just to get it out of the way. Camera stuff, you obviously won't have that. Sometimes people have a tricky time with these connections, so I'll just show you how they work. The vacuum one, you just push in, easy. The solution one, you have to pull back on this thing, and then it's gonna snap on to this male one here. So pull back, push, 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 and it'll snap right in. Same thing with on the machine here. Let me try, get a good angle. Same but the opposite. So you pull back on this one, push, 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 snap, and you just gotta muscle this one on. Next, we'll fill the clean water tank using the tub here. Make sure you've got a good bucket like this one. Hot water, of course. It looks full to me, maybe a little too full. And we're ready to fire it up. Here goes the vacuum and the pump. It's gonna be very loud. At this point, I need to remove some of this dirty water from the waste tank. And off you go. And of course, get some more clean water. If you're worried, you can rinse out the bucket just so that those little pieces of sand don't get in your machine, and fill it back up. So I need to clean the space right where the machine is. I'm going to move the machine into the bathroom just so it's out of the way. Usually you can do that because most bathrooms aren't carpeted. And that's a lot better. So to clean the stairs, I'll be using the 4-inch upholstery wand, same as before. Just take these things off. Gotta muscle them a bit. And you're good to go. For the stairs, it's kind of hard to use the deck brush to wipe them down. Even the ORAC Orbiter isn't that good, so I like to just use a little small handheld brush to brush that free spray in. That way you can get all the angles, like under the stairs. Doesn't take very long. So it's best to revisit at the end and just look for any missed stains. You'll see it's darker here, but that's actually just from the shadow of this light. Sometimes customers can get a little confused there. And let's see. See this guy? It looks like it's a stain, right? Like a spot stain. But if you look close, it's actually a burn. Like there's no carpet there. So this got burnt. So that can't come out. Need a time machine. Same with this. Look, it's like cut out. It's hard to tell on the camera, but there's a hole there. Now, there's other stains like these ones, which are actually stains. You can see some stuff is stuck in there. So we can remove these. We'll use the carpet stain remover. We'll scrub it with a brush, maybe even scissors, and we'll go crazy on it with the upholstery tool. And these stains should come out. Let's give it a go. Okay, not bad. There's one little one left. So you can see is actually something kind of stuck in there. And it's just on the top. It's like some kind of gum, gluey rubber stuff. So you can very, very delicately actually just rip these out. Don't want to leave a hole in the carpet or anything silly, but if you can, you might as well make them real happy. There we go. Okay. Oh, one left. That's all cleaned up. And so that food stain came out easy, but this is probably just dying of the fabric material. We'll try, but this is one of those ones where it's permanent damage. If you want it out, you're probably gonna have to buy new carpet, but we can try. Yeah, as you can see, it's clean. If there's anything in there, it would wash out, but the fabric's dyed. It's just the way it is, unless you want to dye your carpet back with some kind of fabric dye. So you can see those beautiful triangles got ruined from me walking on it to remove those spot stains. So this is a good opportunity to put your carpet wand back on the machine and do some dry passes. So you're just scrubbing the carpet with the vacuum on, no water. It makes it so it dries faster and it'll look very nice. So I'm about to clean myself out of the house and get this looking all good. First, I might as well use the vacuum to suck out all the water out of the clean tank so it's nice and light, because I won't need any more clean water. I'm just going to be sucking dirty water out. So I'll do this before I move all the equipment downstairs. Yeah, you can see the water isn't too bad because a lot of it was clean from me just sucking up the clean water tank. Go slow. If you spill, you could use your towel to clean up. Close enough. This might be hard with one hand. You notice toilets are actually strange. So once the water level gets high enough, it'll automatically flush. A lot of people don't know that, but it's because the way the side is designed. Just once it gets full, it'll flush itself, but flush after just to make sure it's looking pretty for the customer. So with the machine at the bottom of the stairs, I can clean myself out, leave some nice triangles, and then I won't have to walk on them again myself. So this is the part of the end of the cleaning where you should get the customer and ask them to come do a walkthrough with you. They should be impressed by the fact that you still have triangles here. Your feet will put little footprints on as you walk by. It's not the end of the world. Just tell them to use clean shoes so that you're not re-soiling the carpet. Since your machine's still here, if they want you to touch anything up, you can go ahead and do that. But otherwise, we're just gonna get our equipment ready to go home. This is the last of the dirty water from the dry passes. Not much. Now, at the end of the job, you're probably feeling sweaty and tired like me. You just want to go home, but this is the most important part of the job. You need to make sure the customer's completely satisfied, and once they say they are, ask them to write your review so your business can keep growing. It's a lot of information to take in, but once you go through the Mr. Steam training, you'll be very confident in completing these jobs by yourself. And if you ever get stuck during a job, you can always consult the Mr. Steam Handbook. Feel free to text any of the Mr. Steam operators for support if anything comes up. We're working together to get it done right and earn 5-star reviews. Thanks for choosing Mr. Steam. My business card is a fridge magnet, so you can put it up there and never lose it. See you next time.